So this week we're going to go through advanced formulas and functions. And so you're going to learn a lot of pretty cool features of Excel. And some of these features are actually on the certification exam. The first feature, flash fill. Basically, when you start keying in a formula, or let's say you're combining a couple different cells, after you enter it a few times within a column, Excel picks up on the pattern and it fills everything in for you, but it's kind of like ghosted. And so all you really have to do is press enter and everything becomes permanent. So it's kind of a cool feature. You'll also be learning about all of the different text functions. And they do a pretty good job of covering proper and text join, which is kind of like concatenating. In fact, you can use concat or text join to combine contents from multiple cells. In addition, there are a lot of others. There's upper, lower, substitute, left, right, mid, tons and tons of these functions. So what I've done is I've included videos on the different functions, which give you a little more background information. In addition to text functions, you're also going to learn how to combine an if, which you already know how to use. An if tests a condition and it puts something in a cell if it's true or false. You are going to be combining that with sum in a function called SUMIF, where it checks a condition. And if it's true, it does one thing. If it's false, it does something else. But what it's going to do is sum the contents. Okay. And then there's another one called average if, where it's going to average the contents, if the condition is true. There's max if and min if, and then you can pluralize them. So there's some ifs with an S, where it's going to total things if multiple conditions test true. Okay? And if they're false, it just won't do anything. And then there's average ifs with an S, where it's going to average only if multiple conditions test true. So there's lots of functions that you're going to be covering this week that are super powerful. Some students find them a little bit confusing, which is why I've got hints for your project. In addition to the functions, you will be using range names. Now, a lot of students really like range names because basically you select a group of cells, you give it a name. So instead of using the range in the function, you use the name instead. And this makes lots of sense to most people. So you are going to be using the range names in the formulas that you construct. So you'll be using those names in the functions.